I actually had graduated college, pre-med, but really didn't have a desire to be a doctor, and was looking for other avenues to earn money since I was broke. And the military was one of the options that I tried. And I called and they said, "How would you like to be a pilot?" And I said, "That sounds fantastic, but I don't know how to fly." And they said, "Just come take the test." And I took the test and did well enough to be accepted into the flight program. And that's how I started my career in the United States Navy. I was a pilot in the United States Navy. I flew helicopters for about 6 years, and then I transitioned back to what they call fixed wing, and I was a flight instructor in a plane called a T-34 in Corpus Christi, Texas. While I was in the military, I did do various classes on business, management, and logistics and things like that, but it was not medical. It was all just job-related educational things. And it was when I got out of the Navy that I decided to go back to medical school and become a doctor. While I was in the military, many things happened, that's for sure. Probably one of the most powerful experiences was when one of our planes went down and one of my friends was in the plane. The interesting thing about it is that we both briefed that morning at about 5 o'clock in the morning, and we both thought we were flying on that flight. And the scheduler had mistakenly placed 2 co-pilots on the flight. And so we essentially talked with each other, and he decided to take the flight. And I didn't. And of course the plane went down and 8 people were killed, including him. And I think I ended up being assigned to take care of, notify his family, his wife and children, and be there with the chaplain in the white van. And the idea of how fragile life is, and also how important it is to rely on everyone else, to have a member, like a team in a sense, because the following month or 2, dealing with everything that had to be done, everyone pulled together, everyone in the squadron, and everyone had a job to do. And the concern and help for the family was foremost. And it just really impressed upon me how important it is to have other people with you to help and support you and guide you and help you through the most difficult times of your life. That helps here. When I see a veteran here, we always talk. You know right away, and they tell you what they did and you tell them what you did. And you, after 10 years in the service, you've been around tragedy. It just is unfortunately part of the deal sometimes. And so it's so much, I think, comforting for them to know, oh, this guy knows what I'm talking about. He knows what I've gone through. He understands what may have been happening, and that in the civilian world, you're not used to horrific things happening almost on a regular basis, and so you do. And I think that I have a better understanding, or it helps me be more compassionate and empathetic as to how I can help them and help them release some of that anxiety, because I think we all know as veterans that your family doesn't really know what it was like. What makes Banyan unique, I think, is the fact that they take all these different disciplines, all these different pieces of becoming sober, and put them together. I mean, medical detox is medical detox, but then the program afterwards is so important. And I think the fact that you recognize landmarks in people's progress, that they're able to progress from residential to PHP, and from what I've seen, the ability to place them. I haven't met anyone yet that doesn't have a plan in place for where they're going to go when they get out. It's not like they finish the program and then see you later. They go into this, learn their skills, take their tools with them, and then they're able to be placed. People will often end up staying maybe a day or 2 more because nothing's in place for them yet. We have to make sure that they've got something to transition to keep them on their road to sobriety. And I think that's what makes this so unique. This can be the most amazing time of your life. And I tell that to folks when they're coming in. They feel the worst they've ever felt in their life. They may feel horrible about what they've been doing and where their life has been taking them, or fear about where it may go. If there's anyone out there that's seeking treatment, I would encourage you, please, to call and come in, because this could be probably one of the most important things that ever happens to you in your life. If you or a loved one are struggling, please call Banyan.